I have
Hypermobile,
kyphoscoliotic,
vascular,
Ehlers Danlos syndrome,
and I am zebra strong.
Hey guys, I'm Chronically Jenni, and it has finally come to the end of Ehlers Danlos syndromes and hypermobile spectrum disorder awareness month. This is one of 7 videos that I've created this month to help you learn more about Ehlers Danlos syndrome and the people who live with it on a day-to-day basis. This wonderful little dazzle of 24 people, including myself, comes across 4 countries and 3 different types of EDS, and I could never have imagined putting something quite so huge together, especially in the middle of my deadlines. So thank you so much for being involved, so much for spreading awareness, and of course thank you to everyone who has watched any of these videos. Your comments have been great and we love to hear from you. In my little interviews, there wasn't quite time for everything that everyone wanted to share. So these are some little nuggets of goodness from my zebras.
Due to my EDS, I have other conditions. So I have Ehlers Danlos syndrome, gastroparesis, chronic pain syndrome, functional intestinal disorder, POTS, which stands for postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. So all of them have basically been brought on by EDS, and there's no cure for any of them, unfortunately, but you just got to live with it because I am rare and incurable.
Really quite frustrating, but I think is getting better, is the lack of joined up thinking in the medical profession. In my personal experience, I am finding more doctors do know about it now. But there's still not a joining up of, for instance, cardiology, rheumatology. For me recently, I've spent quite a lot of time under the gastro people because I've got problems with eating and gut motility. So I think that is still a big problem. I've been lucky with my GP, who's very supportive, and getting my daughter diagnosed. We knew the right people to refer to, but I know that this isn't the case for everybody. I think the other thing that I would say, which my husband has just said to me, is that despite having EDS, it is possible to carry on living on. It is hard. There are days when it is really hard. My dog's making lots of noises here. But it is possible with a good support network around you to carry on, and on the good days, do what you can. On the bad days, don't feel bad if you have to sit down and watch Netflix all day.
And I just wanted to say that I think having Ehlers Danlos Awareness Month in May is a great time for people to discuss about it, to raise awareness about it, so that hopefully in the future people will understand it more. I think it's really hard for me personally. I'm trying to get diagnosed. Whether I have it or not, I don't know yet, but it's really hard to go to the right person for it. I've been to my GP, and my GP understands about it, but they don't know where to refer me to, and I think that's probably the hardest thing, is where do I go? So that is a struggle, but hopefully by doing this awareness month, people will understand it more, and hopefully then in the future it'll be easier to get diagnosed, to go to the right specialist, to get the right support.
I'm actually having a fundraiser at the moment to try and raise some money for a surgery that I need. There is unfortunately no doctor on the NHS who will do it. So yeah, check that link out below.
We want to make everyone aware what EDS is, and everyone know. We want to make it something like the people know what diabetes is, and because it affects lots of people. But hypermobility, EDS, and other types, they affect lots of people as well, and we want it to be something that people just know about.
Yeah, and also for people to know, like, as we've said previously, how much it varies between person to person, and to not immediately assume that hypermobility can be beneficial, because contortionists are trained for months and even, years and years to be the way that they are, but they don't have joints that dislocate daily by breathing.
A few of our zebras in this video are having a really rough time at the moment and desperately need your help. So if you can help, Their information is all in the description. Shelby is trying to raise money for a service dog. Jess is raising money for a wheelchair to go to uni. And Lexi is raising money for a trip she desperately needs to Barcelona to sort out her neurological issues. A huge thank you to Bethany, Claire, Christina, Chloe, Faith, Georgina, Hannah, Jess, Craig, Katherine, Laura, Lauren, Lexi, Mary, May, Megan, Shannon, Shelby, Stephanie, Zoe A and Zoe C. And of course, Poppy and Katie from our last video. Thank you so much for watching our EDS Awareness Month videos. We would love it if you would share them with your friends and family, because even though EDS Awareness Month is ending, our pain, our fatigue, our dislocations, our symptoms, they don't go away. 24/7, 365 days a year. They don't care whether it's your birthday or Christmas or an anniversary. They're always there. And people need to be more aware of that. Thank you.
Happy EDS Awareness Month, guys.